Been 1 week since the U.S. Postal Service passed on Ohio-based Workhorse's bid to build a new $6 billion fleet of vehicles. The contract could have been big things for the new Lordstown Motors, where the vehicles likely would have been built.
But the company and lawmakers aren't giving up hope. John Kosick joins us to let us know what is going on. Hey, John.
Yeah, Workhorse and Ohio lawmakers are saying not so fast for a number of reasons, not the least of which Workhorse's fleet would be entirely electric, where the company that got the contract only about 10%. Workhorse was meeting today with postal officials to find out why they didn't get the contract. It has been nearly 2 years since former President Trump tweeted the news that electric vehicle maker Workhorse would be buying the former Lordstown GM assembly plant, a tweet that prompted Governor DeWine that very day to immediately pump the brakes.
This is probably not yet the day to celebrate.
Workhorse was up at the time for a $6 billion Postal Service contract.
For this really to work, it's going to take the contract with the United States Post Office.
Workhorse and its founder, Steve Burns, would splinter off to form Lordstown Motors, which has begun production of the all-electric pickup Endurance at the plant, which produced its last Chevy Cruze 2 years ago this week. When the Postal Service passed on Workhorse in favor of a Wisconsin company, it raised the concerns of lawmakers who called on the Biden administration to step in.
The company in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, is not going to build electric vehicles. They're going to build traditional gas-guzzling vehicles.
That, they argue, flies in the face of the original electric intent for the fleet and in the face of the Biden administration's executive order on climate change, which called for the electric transformation of the entire federal fleet.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't make any sense. I mean, that's why a lot of us thought that Workhorse was in a really good position, because they were out of the top three. They were the ones who were really going to go all in on the electric vehicle.
Senator Sherrod Brown says he wants to see a deeper look into Postmaster General Louis DeJoy's role in the decision.
We do know that the Youngstown area was left out, and we have a company there that can absolutely do this, and I will fight for them.
And Senator Brown tells me that the Biden administration has just made 3 appointments to the Postal Service board that, if confirmed, would likely give them the votes they need to remove Postmaster DeJoy.
All right, John, so tell us, what will the loss of this contract mean to Lordstown Motors?
Yeah, that's interesting. The folks at Lordstown say they would have loved to have had the Workhorse work, but the reality is they were never reliant on it. They have been focused solely on the pickup Endurance. They got 100,000 orders for that already. But even still, if they had gotten this contract, it would have meant a lot of new employees.
Well, thanks so much, John. And you know, when it announced the decision last week, the Postal Service laid out many reasons for choosing Wisconsin-based Oshkosh Defense to make those vehicles. But the service didn't give reasons for why it passed on competitors like Workhorse.